everybody. So it's that time of the year that for many of you, the search is over. You had been working really hard in law school and trying to find jobs, and now you are finally done with the bar exam and you're starting your jobs at the law firms. And for the rest of you, you've been applying to law school and going, and now you are in law school. So the search is over and it's time to perform. So in this new series, I wanted to share with you some of the tips I have learned, some of them the hard way over the years, that help me not just survive, but also thrive in practicing law and dealing with the stresses of the legal profession, as well as being an entrepreneur. Today's lesson: every single moment of your life, you have a decision to make. And here it is. Do you live in a hostile universe or a friendly universe? This is a lesson by Dr. Wayne Dyer that I have learned to use in both my professional and personal life. Now, let's talk about a few examples. So you're a new associate, you're working at the law firm, and now you have a lot of stimuli coming at you. You have people that don't respond to your emails quickly, maybe a secretary that didn't prioritize your work at the top of her list, colleagues that went to lunch and didn't invite you to go, whether you just want to do a good job and become the best lawyer possible, or you're actually quite ambitious and you want to make partner, you start reading a lot into both the things that are directly happening to you, as well as advice that is coming at you through other people. Maybe like this person that you grew really close with over the summer, and now they're just not as happy as they used to be, and they're telling you how disheartened they are. There is no way any person or any woman can make partner in this environment. And for some of you, you just started law school. You're really excited. You're going to this amazing law school. And now you have to figure this new universe out. And maybe you get upset that you were not invited to a study group. Or worse yet, you asked and you were told, well, we're full. So there are only two ways you can look at every possible thing that happens to you, personal and professional. Is it coming from a friendly universe or a hostile one? And that will directly impact the way you respond to the stimulus, as well as, more importantly, your happiness, your satisfaction with your work environment, as well as your life. We spend over 8 hours at work, even for those of us who are not lawyers. So it's really important to have a certain level of contentment at work. So what can you do? If you look at an event that happens, let's take, for example, you are at a law firm and you got feedback, or an evaluation, and you were told you're doing everything really great, but you really need to get more experience in a certain area. And you know that's true because you've been kind of stuck doing the same thing over and over again. And you're like, yes, sure, that sounds really great. But weeks and months go by, you're really busy with your current cases and your current tasks that you can shake off. So you haven't had really the opportunity to get these extra experiences. And here comes that same partner who gave you that feedback and is like, hey, I have this new matter I really need your help with. You will be doing a lot of this. And the light goes in your mind and says, well, that's more of what I've already been doing, not the stuff you told me I should actually get an experience in. So if you look at this situation and we take Dr. Dyer's lesson, but we put it into practice, that is this a hostile universe? Now, how do we think about that in a firm setting? Nobody cares about me. I'm just a billing unit. Nobody cares about my career development. I'm never going to have an opportunity. And for some of us with a little bit of imposter syndrome, I'm not good enough. Maybe he doesn't think I can do better than this type of work. So we're bringing a lot of what we're feeling, as well as that other senior level associate who told me I'm never going to be able to get ahead here. And now we are assessing that situation from that hostile format. Or do we look at it as a friendly situation? This is a friendly universe. This individual recruited me, cares about my career development, is giving me more work. So that means I'm doing a pretty good job at what he's already given me. So when you come from that starting point, the way you respond to that is going to be very different, right? You might just simply say, oh, that sounds really great. Thank you so much for thinking of me. I do have a concern. I'm really, really busy, and I've been trying to get more of this other experience, along the lines that you recommended to me. So I'm worried about that. And then maybe this person says, well, please do this for me. I will keep an eye out for other opportunities. Or they might even pivot and say, you're actually right. I'm going to give this to somebody else. And then they will find you that opportunity. So this is actually an example that I'm using from my real life. And that is exactly what happened. And this individual came back and gave me oral arguments, the position experience. And because you can professionally, if you're viewing this individual as it's just somebody that needs to get some work done and is coming to me and my universe is friendly, you're going to bring the best of you to that situation. So as you all know, I'm really big on practical tips. So how can we do that in this fast moving space where everybody's stressed out? How can I keep myself when I'm making that decision at every moment of my life, especially when things come my way that are not pleasant? How do I get myself to think of things as this is a friendly universe that ends up working for me, even when things don't go exactly as I wanted, and not a hostile one? So my first tip is empathy and compassion. If we don't take things so personally, and when things are happening, whether it's that student that says you cannot be in this study group with us, where you can look at it as she or he is stressed out, maybe she already recommended somebody else to be admitted in the study group and everybody else threw a hissy fit, or it's that partner who's just overwhelmed with work and personal life and really likes me and is trying to give me more work. If you try to exercise empathy and compassion to understand that all these other human beings that are communicating with you and interacting with you, they also have tons of other things on their plate, just like you do, it is going to make it a little bit easier to make that decision every moment. And the second tip I have is make sure you watch your wounds. A lot of us have had trauma that has happened to us, whether it's in our personal life or our professional life. We kind of have a rap sheet that we take with us, whether it's to law school or big law or any other situation in our lives. So ask yourself, am I responding to this situation, to this stimulus, based on just facts and this situation alone, or am I bringing my previous wounds to this situation? I hope this is helpful. I am hoping with this season of many of you starting at these firms, as well as starting law school or getting deep into your first semester of law school, to share a few more of these tips of surviving the law. If you have any comments or if any tips you want to share with me, please put it down below. We also would really appreciate if you haven't already to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you can follow our content. Until we meet again, stay well.